Well, I decided to volunteer as a CASA because I think I've always had a soft spot in my heart for kids, and I had some time to spare. So I researched opportunities within my community where I could volunteer, and I came across CASA, and I just felt like that I would be a great fit.
I decided to become a CASA because I think especially teenagers are forgotten in the foster care system. And I wanted to be that bridge between their foster parents and the court. It has been incredible. The experience it's hard to put into words. You meet children who have not had the easiest of times, but yet can be still very positive. And they look forward to the future and just what they can become in their lives. And that is really rewarding to see.
I decided to volunteer as a CASA because as an educator, I was a mandated reporter, and there were several times where I had to make a report on a child and they were removed from the home, and then they disappeared from our school setting. And I always had a concern for that child. I always had a wonder about what happened to them, what was the next step for them, where did they go?
This experience has been really meaningful and honestly eye-opening. I have made real relationships. I attend meetings, show up to court, all the while you're constantly asking yourself, what does this child need to feel safe and supported? I have learned the importance of patience and empathy and how important consistency is in the lives of these children.
So I have had one foster child and she just got her first CASA volunteer, but I can already tell how excited she is because throughout this process she really felt like she hasn't had a voice. And before she met her CASA volunteer, she understood the role of the CASA volunteer was to be her voice throughout the process for the team and for the judge as well. I have seen CASA make a difference in my foster child already. Even though she has only met her CASA worker one time, I can already tell that they have a strong bond in the works, and her mental health is just improved already because she knows that there is an adult now who is there to be her voice.
As a case manager, having a CASA on your case is very helpful. I believe having a CASA on our cases is helpful just for communication. Having that CASA, it brings a piece to the child that we may not be able to take as a case manager. Meaning sometimes case managers aren't always present at every second whenever a child needs them. And a CASA can be there. A CASA is their person who they can communicate with just about anything. Sometimes kids don't have communication with a lot of family members or outside people, and so whenever they're able to communicate with a CASA, that's all they needed. They need that piece, that support, and someone they can have to communicate with.
So for me as a parent with children in the foster care system, I mean, it was scary, especially with the kids being split up into different homes and not being together and not knowing for sure exactly everything that was going on. Having a CASA on the case for my children, I think, made a world of difference. It was an extra set of eyes and ears that wasn't the caseworker, that wasn't children's division, it wasn't through the courts. It was someone that my children trusted, and I really believe that having a CASA worker made a huge difference.
Sometimes the most impactful moments aren't always the biggest, but they're the small, consistent moments. So it's when a child remembers that you showed up for them, or when you realize that your scheduled visits and check-ins are creating a sense of stability in the midst of a lot of uncertainty for these children. Writing court reports has also been very meaningful to me. It is so cool to know that the judge is reading a perspective that is based solely on the child's best interest, and knowing that my words are helping share that child's story is really impactful.
As a CASA, the most impactful thing I've done is I've been with a child for the last 7 years. And this child has been in several different placements throughout the entire state of Missouri. Every new place is new to him, is unfamiliar, and of course scary. And I've been able to be that constant for him. And he's able to reach out to me whenever he needs to know that he's got somebody on his side.
As a judge, it's a great thing to have a CASA on one of our juvenile cases. They are able to sometimes pick up the slack when everybody else is busy and might not have time to make a meeting or go check on the child if there's something going on. And it always reassures me as a judge to know that there's another set of eyes that are looking into the best interest of that child. So overall, the foster care system has a lot of people who care, who work, and they come at it from a different perspective. And so the idea of a volunteer who is willing to devote time to meet with the child outside of court, to come to court, to write reports, I think is a great thing, because as a judge, I like to know, if there's something that we're missing, or is there something that we can do better, or something we can do to help this family and especially this child.
But we started 18 years ago, and we have had about 175 kids through our home. We have had newborns that we took from the hospital up to 20-year-olds that were under DMH care. I have absolutely seen CASA make a difference for our kids. One of the things that I love about CASA workers is that they are not a part of the state, and the kids don't look at them as the enemy. So they are often more open with them. And our CASAs have helped celebrate birthdays, holidays, milestones of our kids, like, any school recognitions. One of the CASAs of 2 little twin girls I had came to their birthday party. And just making the kids feel seen. And they can focus not on trying to get them to do their homework or, change a behavior. They can focus on, what are you interested in? What can we do together? What can I do to make you feel good about yourself?
If you are considering being a CASA volunteer, I would say jump in with both feet, go through the training, ask the questions, learn all that you can about the system, about the kids, about how you can best help, and I say go for it. Every child needs a CASA. Every child needs you.
Every child needs a CASA. Every child needs you.
Every child needs a CASA. Every child needs you.
Every child needs a CASA. Every child needs you.